Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video, y'all. I got a little lone wolf bang just popping out, so don't mind her. It's fine. My allergies are so bad. The sun finally came out in LA and everything's blooming, but my allergies are like and my eyes keep watering like crazy. So I'm sorry if I seem like a little bit off, a little bit sluggish. All this allergy medicine is making me hella sleepy. So yeah, I just got in the mail the new ColourPop. Wrong video. I just got in the mail the new Smashbox crystal collection, and you guys know I'm obsessed with crystals. This is right up my freaking alley, so I'm really excited to be sitting down and filming this. Also, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a full collection from Smashbox, so I definitely wanted to check it out, see what they're working with, see what they're cooking up. I haven't really been using their products that much lately because I feel like they just haven't been releasing as much products, but I'm so excited for this collection. The first thing I want to do is start off with my eyes, and that's going to include the Smashbox X Hood Witch Cover Shots Crystallized Eye Palette. If we look at this palette, it's kind of like more definitely based on the cool tone side, which I don't really find myself resonating the most with. However, what I'm the most excited about this entire collection is these new eyeshadow liquid thingy-majiggies that come in all of these really cool colors. There's this really pretty blue, purple, a bronze, you got some copper going on. So this is what I'm most excited to play with. So I'm gonna be using the palette, but I think I'm gonna base this look just solely off one of these puppies. I may even just use this blue one. It's so pretty. And it's been a while since I've done a blue eyeshadow look on my channel, and I have the blue background. I got a blue shirt on. I feel like let's just do blue today. So I'm gonna zoom you guys on in and let's get started with our eyes. Again, I am gonna go through every product mentioned. I'm just going to list all of the prices in the description box to save us on a little bit of time. And to prime my eyes today, I am using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. It's been a minute since I've used this puppy on the old channel, so I wanted to include her today. This is a really, actually, it works like amazing as an eyeshadow base, and that's because it really just dries down nice and matte in a good way. And it just like, it gets pretty tacky for the eyeshadow, so it sticks perfectly. Okay, so the first color I'm going to put down in the cover shots is this one right here. It's a very light shade. It's matte. It's perfect to set my crease and my brow bone. So that's exactly what a bitch is going to be doing. And this is an iconic London brush. This is part of their rose gold collection. Okay, you guys, so I think I'm going to have to go in with this gray. I haven't used gray on my eyes in forever, so I'm going to switch to a smaller brush. This is the Morphe M456, and I'm going to be going into this gray shade and basically just popping that right in the crease. And I also dusted my brush off a lot. Like, I don't have a lot of product on here because I want to be able to blend it out nice and easy. And it's always better to have to add more product than to take away product, because you can't really take away product. So I want to make sure we got a nice even base. This is actually blending out pretty nicely. Like, for a gray, it's not too hard to blend out or anything like that. I'm pretty happy with the way that this is blending so far, especially since, you know, I don't really use cool tones. So I don't want to like shock the system. I want to have a nice even blend. And I'm kind of just blending this outer corner in like circular motions. Dang, okay, Smashbox. I see you, formula. All right, so I feel like that looks pretty good for right now. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera to save us some time, but I am pretty happy with the way that this gray blended out. It may not be as like pigmented as it looks in the actual component, but it definitely is very, very pretty when blended. So I'm pleased with that because I was really nervous at first. The next shade I'm going to go in with is this kind of like maroon brown shade all the way on the end. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the crease as well and kind of just work in that outer corner. Just honestly deepening this crease. Nothing too crazy here. This is more to like prep to use those eye glitters, which I'm super excited about. So just kind of going back and forth and blending that nicely with the gray. And then I'm just going to take a brush that doesn't have any product on it and just kind of soften out the edges. That's really the key to having a nice blended eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. I'm not getting like too crazy with the crease, especially because it's cool tone. Like I'm a little bit afraid to. So I'm going to do the other eye off camera and be back for our lid. Okay guys, so now I'm going to go in with the Always On liquid eyeshadow. This has like a crystal on top. I love that. And this, I believe, is a new product from Smashbox. I've never heard of them doing this before. So I'm going to, ooh, beach. Okay, I'm just going to apply like this, and then I'm gonna take my brush and kind of work everything into place, but kind of get everything down first and then just move it around with this brush. Actually, you know what? I think I have to just use the wand because that didn't work at all. So I'm gonna just go in, use a girl's wand, get all the way in that crease. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And then I think I want to do my lower lash line with that lighter purple shade we have going on, because I love the way that blue and purple kind of mesh together. Bam, that blue is popping. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the other ones, and since we're going to use this on my lower lash line, I'll still show you. So it's definitely like a lot more sheer, but I feel like if you go over it and build it up, it gets to its oh yeah, see, yeah, if you build it up, it definitely gets to that intensity. I'm going to use that on the lower lash line. And then the next shade we're going to go in with is called That's Fire. And I'm going to do one swipe and then another swipe to go over it. Dang, I feel like a lot of these you have to let dry almost, because it's not as like poppin' as I would like it to be. Yeah, this one's a little bit sheer. Let's go in with another one called, I don't know, something about a stand. I literally can't read that. So here is our swatches. This is kind of like an iridescent color. And then the last one to show you guys is called Bronzite. And there she is. This one is definitely really pigmented like that blue. So I would say like the shade that I wouldn't really consider using is this one called That's Fire. That one I feel like, I don't know, here, let's go over it a second time and see. But like even so, I guess if you go over it a second time, it lifts to where it should be. But for the most part, I think that the purple shade, which is called Dream Prism and Mindful AF, and then the last shade I used, which was called Bronzite, I think that these are the most pigmented out of all of them. And these are the ones that I would choose if they weren't sent to me, just based off of how the others performed. So I hope that that's helpful. I'm going to do my liner and lashes off camera to save some time. You guys have seen me do my eyeliner a million times. I actually have just done it on one of my most recent tutorials, so make sure to go and check it out if you need a little guidance. So I will be right back. Okay, you guys, so moving forward, I have a primer to actually try out. This piece of hair is going to be the death of me. Also, this is how our eyes are looking. I think they look really pretty right now. I'm not used to myself with like a cool tone, so but I think it looks really pretty. We're going to be using the Smashbox X Hood Witch Crystallized Primerizer. It's a primer and moisturizer in one, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it has some shimmer tints to it, so we're going to go ahead and use this as a primer. Yeah, it's definitely got some shimmer in it. You guys can really see it on my cheeks, the little bit of shimmer, but it actually dissolves nicely. It doesn't really look like shimmer per se. It just looks more like, oh, like she's got a little glisten going on. Can I kill this piece of hair? I'm gonna get it. So next step is going to be our foundation, and I'm going to be using the Dior Air Flash. This is my go-to at the moment, and I'm in shade 321, and I'm going to just apply like so. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend everything out. I'm going to go ahead and start from the bottom and work our way up. Also, I'm so sorry my skin is looking a little less than stellar. Like I have a lot, yeah, if I go like that, you can see. I have a lot of bumps, irritation right here. I had a pretty gnarly allergic reaction to a random face mask. I can't even really tell you the brand because that's how random it was. I was just like, oh, I got this in PR and I tested it out and it wound up giving me a little bit of hives. So if I can find the product, because I kind of threw it along the side, if I can find the product, I'll post about it and let you guys know. But it's nothing that I've really like advertised about or been like whatever. So it literally is so random. Like I can't even tell you the name of it. Okay, I think that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, your girl got a reaction. Look at that. Damn. Over here too it is. That makes me scared. I don't like that. Anyway, let's move on to our concealers and stuff like that. I'm gonna do that off camera since you guys already know like how that works. I'm gonna just do that off camera, come back, test out the lipsticks for you guys. We don't really have any lip stickies. We just have some glosses. So I'm going to do that when we get back. But dang, I really hate that I have this reaction. I'm gonna have to go get aloe and put it on it. Okay, so moving on to highlighter. This is called the Crystallized Highlighter in Optimistic. And no, it's not Optimistic. It's Opti-Mystic, I promise. And this is what it looks like. It kind of has reflex of pink. I'm going to apply it to my cheeks. And you should be able to see some of that pink. It's very hard to see on camera, but it looks really, really pretty and subtle pink in real life. It's kind of just like, oh, what's that on your face? Nothing. It's highlight. But this is a really pretty highlighter, I think, especially for festival season. And this is actually one of the more wearable, kind of multi-dimensional chrome highlighters I've seen. It has a pink shift. I'm going to try to, you guys can't see it at all, friggin' beauty lights, but it has that duochrome shift to it when moved in certain lighting. I'm not going to highlight, though, with my nose and forehead and stuff with this. I'm going to use my Amrezy highlighter for that because I always feel like the nose and the forehead shouldn't have like a colorful highlight. It looks more better on the cheeks, but get on with your bad self. So for the lower lash line, I want to just take this purple and smudge it. And I'm definitely going to have to go over it a few times, which is fine with me, just to make it really pop. But overall, like, I'm going to look at the camera so you guys can see. It's actually not that bad, especially for like a pastel color. Like, it's pretty pigmented, so I'm not too upset that I have to go over it a second time. I probably would have had to go over this 2 times anyway from any company that made a product like this, just because, you know, it is a pastel color. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Cute. Oh, we also have these crystallized shimmer drops. Shake well before using, and it's called Moonstone. I'm not exactly sure like how to use these. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to mix it in with anything. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and show you guys. It creates like an iridescent, you could probably see it better on my finger, like it has that iridescent vibe to it. Maybe if it's like a on the cheek type of thing, maybe you could use it as a highlight that way. Ooh, that's intense. That's pretty. That's how I'm thinking of it, because like not really sure how else you would use this. Like maybe, like I feel like it looks really pretty as a highlighter. I don't think that this would work as an eyeshadow because it is an oil, so interesting for sure. I like this. This is a fun collection, especially for Smashbox. You know, they always are very like neutral tones and like stuff like that, so I really, really like the fact that they're kicking it up and did a whole collection here. The last thing I have to talk about are the lip glosses, and there are 3 of them. There's one kind of purple one pink one, one and then more of a nude tone one. I'm going to try the purple one on first, and I don't know if these are going to be, yeah, they're not really that pigmented at all. They're just probably meant more as, yeah, gloss angels, so I'm assuming that's like a topper of sorts. This is like an iridescent topper. You're definitely not going to see it on my camera, unfortunately, but it definitely has like that iridescent vibe to it. And then the next shade is called Free Spirited. Sorry, for some reason I'm having a really hard time reading them. And that one we used earlier was called Yacht Life. So this one definitely has some more pink to it, like some more pink glitters and stuff like that. So this one definitely does have a tint. This one alone I feel like is pretty because it does have that little tint of pink to it, so you don't really have to wear necessarily anything underneath it. And then the last shade I have is called Practical Magic, and this is definitely like a sheer gloss, probably just meant as like a topper. It has a little bit of glitter reflex in it, but for the most part, it's just kind of showing up clear on my lips. So what I'm going to do is actually pick out a lipstick to wear, or actually I'm going to use a lip liner. I'm going to use this lip liner from Lilly Cosmetics. It's called Forever and Always. I use it a lot. I'm going to sharpen it, and I'm just going to line my lips. And also fill my lips in with this. And then I'm just going to go on top of it with the Practical Magic gloss. And this gloss isn't like that sticky. I've definitely had some glosses in the past that I've used that were sticky. This one kind of is somewhere in the middle. It's not like too bad stickness, but it's also like you do feel a little bit of stickiness. Okay, you guys. So from this collection, I think I would recommend the most. I really, really, really liked this highlighter. I don't know if you guys can see, and I know I added these moonstone drops on top, but this highlighter was really pretty, really subtle kind of holographic shift, or iridescent shift rather. Oh my god, holosexuals, don't kill me. I did not mean hollow. Okay, I'm sorry, Christine, simply nailogical. I did not mean that. Okay. Yeah, I really, really liked this highlighter. I really liked these drops. I felt like at first I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? But now after like applying it, it really just brought that highlight to the next level. I also really liked these 3 always on liquid eyeshadows. This one is called Dream Prism, this one is called Mindful AF, and then this one is called Bronzite. So I really liked those, really liked the highlighter, really liked the crystal drops. The lip glosses were pretty good. Again, my favorite was the last one I used, which was called Practical Magic. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time remembering these names. Your girl is like that allergy medicine though. It has me in a fog. As far as the primer goes, you guys know I'm a fan of the Photo Finish primer. I don't really use the primerizer that much. I didn't notice like that crazy much of a difference with the highlighter, so I think you could probably skip out on that one. And then again with the eyeshadow palette, I think only get it if you like to have those cool tones. I'm not a big cool tone girl, so I don't really see myself reaching for these colors specifically, but overall, I think that this collection was pretty good. The only thing that I was disappointed in was these 2 right here. They definitely weren't as pigmented as the other 3 were that I liked on the first or second swipe, so that's why I was kind of like, let's just shoo that off to the side. And same with the primer. I didn't really notice like that big of a difference, other than that there's just like a little bit of shimmer underneath it, and I don't really like think it really made that big of a difference to my foundation. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Again, if you had to take away something from this, I would highly, highly, highly recommend the crystallized highlighter and the moonstone drops, especially with festival months coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review / tutorial. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.